Okay, hi, this is Tormund, and today I want to talk about safety. So, what could be a better video to have in the background than riding down from Doi Sutep? So, here I'm passing a motorcycle driver, and here comes a turn, and oh, yeah, I'm not sliding off the road. So, in front of me is some other a moped driver and some other cars that I'm trying to catch up with, so I can show you guys something. So this is going pretty fast. It's like 40 up to 40 kilometers an hour. I try to not go over 40 because then it's a little bit risky if something happens. The faster you go, the longer stopping distance you will have, and also the more damage you will have when you fall. So there in front of me is two girls on a scooter, and none of them are wearing helmets. What is going on? And it's I see now on the camera, maybe it's a little bit hard to see, but you see in front of me there, in the red car in front, there are guys standing outside the car. This is going like 40 kilometers an hour, maybe not in the turns, but mostly, and sometimes faster. And they're standing outside the car, just grabbing onto it. That's crazy. And as you see, the girls in front, no helmets. So why is Thailand so high up on traffic deaths in Asia or in the world? Well, I think this speaks for itself. So of course you should be careful when you're cycling too. There could come a car that you don't see, or the car don't see you and can hit you. So you should always be looking out for your surroundings. You should of course have bike lights at night. You should have bright clothing. So here you see death by road user categories. So two-wheel motorcycles, they stand for the highest traffic death incident in all of Thailand. There are a lot of motorcycles on the road, but they don't consist of 73% of the traffic volume. So this is pretty high. And I think the factor is this, as you saw with these girls, that people don't wear helmets. That's very important. You see passengers at the four-wheeled cars. That could be the guy standing in front there. If it happens an accident, there are no seat belts in this red car in front there. And the guy standing outside, well, an accident could very easily happen. Drivers, they might use seat belts sometimes. So you see they stand for fewer percent, even though there are a lot of cars where there are only one person in the car, and that's the driver. Passengers stand for a higher rate of deaths. Pedestrians, 8%. That's also pretty high. But that's it's lower than all the other things, at least. So at least as a pedestrian, the only way you can die is that you've been hit by some other vehicle. And that goes for cyclists too. In very rare cases, you could drive yourself off the road in a very high speed and into a cliff or something. But it's fair to say that most of the cyclist deaths, they are definitely due to other cars being involved. There are not so many cyclists in Thailand, but there are a few. As you see on the video, some people riding up the mountain here, and I've seen on some days I've seen even more people and people in the city riding bikes. So there are a few. Very many Thai people, as on motorbikes, don't use helmets. That might definitely be also a reason why this is pretty high. Compared to that, there are not so many bicyclists. So, is it safe to cycle in Thailand? The answer to that is no. But on the other hand, nothing is safe. So it depends how much safety you want. There is a lot you can do yourself. Mind your surroundings, give clear signs when you are about to turn or do something, follow traffic rules, and try to stay out of highways, big highways. At least if you go on a highway in Thailand, stay on the left side, very much on the left side, and you should be okay. And when going down steep hills like from Doi Sutep, just be careful, there might be some oil spill, there might be a dog lying around, anything can happen. I don't have a statistic about traffic accidents happening to cyclists in Thailand, but I know some anecdotal things about things that have happened to other people here in Thailand. One incident that I heard about is a group of cyclists. They were cycling in a group, and they were hit from a car from behind, and it killed like 5-6 people. So that's the most terrible accident I've heard about. It must have happened in very high speed. The driver was drunk, so that might happen everywhere in the world. To stay away from this, consider not driving late at night. I also know about 2 cyclists that were cycling down Doi Sutep, and there were some oil spill, and first one of them crashed, and he warned the other guy to slow down because he was going much faster, and he slowed down but crashed also. And also, during one of the festivals here, there were one guy hit by a car from behind when going down Doi Sutep, and also ended up in the hospital. So none of these were fatal, but accidents definitely do happen here. Try to stay safe, but at the end of the day, Thailand is a very beautiful, nice country to cycle in, especially here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So I would definitely recommend it. Just know the risks. You can't stay clear of all risks here in life. So the best thing is to just jump into it and enjoy with the helmet. Also, if you want, you can subscribe to my Instagram account. I post much more often on Instagram, so there you can follow everything I do, almost. Anyway, take care, bye.